and each day in your charms. Oh, I wanna kiss you all over, running my hand through your hair. Oh, I know a place where love is. I'll keep you warm night and day in the love zone. You don't have to be alone. Together we can live and learn in the love zone. Come rest your head on my shoulder, and we'll count the stars in the night. I wanna feel you beside me, oh, just holding you tight. I wanna give you a little tenderness, letting you know that you're loved. I wanna hold you close to me to keep you warm night and day, yeah, in the love zone. You don't have to be alone. Together we can live and learn in the love zone.
You know that she is just a heartbreak in disguise. You know that falling for the girl is not so wise. But every time your mind wants you to stay away, your heart just looks the other way. Oh, oh, she's all that you want now. Oh, she's nothing you need. But there you go. Blame it on love. You know you should know better. But the heart is not so smart. Can't always trust it. No, the heart is not so smart. Goes where it should not go. Always seems to find its way to trouble. No, the heart is not so smart. Oh no. Oh no. The heart's been broken, it's been bruised, and it's been burned. So after that, you think a lesson might be learned. But it keeps falling for the same lies every time. Sometimes the heart can be so blind. Oh, oh. And when you discover, oh, oh, she's telling you lies. Oh, oh, well, don't you know that the heart is always last to realize? Because the heart is not so smart. Can't always trust it. No, the heart is not so smart. Goes where it should not go. Always seems to find its way to trouble. No, the heart is not so smart. Oh no.
All right, thank you, DJ. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I wish to also let you know that we have in this program today, my Lord, Honorable Justice Onoha Arisa Ogwe, for one time Chief Judge of this great state, Abia. Please, can we appreciate him? A round of applause, please. Thank you so much. And thank you, my Lord, for finding time to be here. I'd like to welcome also Onwa Dr. John K. Wadinobi. Onwa, you're welcome. Please, a round of applause. We have here also Dr. John Onyema. You're welcome, sir. Engineer Ike Obinwa. You're highly welcome. Prince Ben Okeze Onowu of Umuhu Ancient Kingdom. You're highly welcome. Let me welcome also Morgan Amadi. all the way from Warri. Thank you so much, sir, for finding time to be in this event. I'd like to welcome also Honorable Okezie Imo. Prince Reverend Frank Ozo Owogri is also here. Chief Emeka Ota Miri, thank you for coming. And of course, Chief Wankwo Johnny, thank you also. We're also highly honored to be celebrating this event with two amazing mothers in attendance. And it gladdens my heart to recognize the very beautiful mother of the celebrant today, the mother of the vision bearer of this KO Center, Chief Mrs. Rose Chikwendu. Mommy, you're welcome. Please, a round of applause. And of course, I'm sitting close to her is her great in-law, another amiable personality, the mother to the wife of Barrister Kingston Chikwendu, Mrs. Chinyere Okafor. You're highly welcome. Please, your hands together. Thank you so much for joining us and, of course, honoring this invitation with your wonderful presence. We'll continue with the program, more of the interlude of music before I invite the priest to do the opening prayer, and then we do the traditional calling outs. Mr. Chairman will address us, and we take it up from there. Thank you.
Make her scream and shout all night. I do the things that are good to you, baby. I got the tools of your shoes and lay back and let me soothe you. I wanna take my time and do it right. Bottle of Dom Perignon to get us in the groove, and an atmosphere that's sure to please you. You home with me tonight. Ooh, baby, gotta get you home with me tonight. I caress your body right, tease and please you, girl, all night. I do the things that are good to you, baby. When you lay your body next to mine, kick off your shoes and lay back and let me soothe you. I'm in no rush, I'll take my time. About a little Dom Perignon to get us in the mood, and an atmosphere that's sure to please you. Ooh, baby, gotta get you home with me tonight.
Come into my life, I got so much love to show you. Come into my life, boy, I adore you. Come into my life, I got so much love to show you. Come into my life, boy, I adore you. Come into my life, I'll open the door and come into my life. Boy, I adore you, and I will treat you right. And I'll icy face. If I tell you now, will you keep on loving me? If I tell you how I feel, will you keep bringing out the best in me? You give me the sweetest taboo. Won't hold me tonight. If this town is just an apple, then let me take a bite. If they say why, tell them that it's human nature. Why does it do it that way? If they say why, tell them that it's human nature. Does it do it that way? Reaching out, touch a stranger, electric eyes are everywhere.
When your legs don't walk like they used to before, and I can't keep you off of my feet. Will your mouth still remember the taste of my love? Will your eyes still smile from your chin? And darling, I will be loving you till 70. Cause people ask harder 23. And I'm thinking about how we will fall in love in mysterious ways. Maybe just a touch of a hand. Me, I'm I'm thinking out loud that maybe we found love right where we are. When your legs are gone and my memory fades, and the crowds remember my name. When my hands are playing the strings the same way, baby, I know you will still love me the same. 'Cause honey, your soul could never grow on its evergreen. Oh, baby, and baby, your smiles forever in my mind and memory. And I'm thinking about how people fall in love in mysterious way. And maybe it's all part of a plan. And I just keep on making the same mistakes, hoping that you understand that, baby, now take me into your loving arms, kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars, place your hand on my beating heart, 1,000 stars, place your hand on my beating heart. I'm breaking all out, but baby, we found love right where we are. Oh, baby, we found love right where we are. Yeah. La, 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 la. Come on. Oh, I've been really trying, baby, trying to understand feelings for so long. And if you feel like I feel, baby, come on, come on, well, let's get it on. Let's get it on. Last long rain in me, well, let's get it on. Sugar, let's get it on. We are sensitive people with some more understand each other. Oh, I see we got something. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Please, a round of applause. A round of applause for the Top Line Band, all the way from Lagos. Thank you. Let me again welcome all of us that have found time to be here for this wonderful ceremony. You will agree with me that this program is just but for a select few, those who are intellectually inclined and who also understand the purpose behind this project. I'd like to inform us that the chairman for today's event is here, and of course that means we have to officially start this program. Join me, ladies and gentlemen, as I welcome chairman for today's occasion, Chief Ozodimma Ogbonna Chikwendu. Please, a round of applause. And of course, on that table, I've also cited other dignitaries who are part of this event. Let me start with the head of the family, Mr. Ogbonna Chikwendu. Thank you so much. Please, a round of applause. I'd like to also welcome Prince Okezie Obulafo. You're welcome. Let me also welcome again High Chief Eze Ukelonu Okosh Mirahoho. You're highly welcome. Thank you so much. Please would like to kickstart this event at this moment. And if you have the program, the first there is to have the national anthem, which I've been informed will be performed by the Lord Man Band Lagos. The Lord Man Band Lagos for the opening prayer. The national anthem, please. Thank you. Please, can we rise? Be on your feet. Let's be on our feet. And of course, immediately after the national anthem, we'll take the opening prayer by the very Reverend Emmanuel Chukwu. Thank you.
Nigeria, we held thee, our own dear native land. No tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians all are proud to serve our sovereign motherland. Our flag shall be our symbol, that truth and justice reign. In peace or battle, honor, and this we count as gain. To hand unto our children our banner without stain. O God of all creation, grant this our one request. Help us to build our nation where man is oppressed, and so with peace and plenty, Nigeria will be blessed. Let us pray. Let us pray. Almighty and ever-living Father, we thank you immensely at this hour. Thank you for this tripartite function of today, the church service, the dedication of the foundation, and this reception. Father, we bless you that from generation to generation, you always raise people who will stand at the gap. Thank you for Barrister Kingston Ogbonna Chikwendu, who is remembering the Father in this special way. Lord, we bless you for those who have gathered here today to celebrate our Father. We are glad. We thank you for Christmas of 2024.
that the reason why we are here is also to celebrate Christ. Into your hands, I commend the family of the Chikwendus and their friends and well-wishers. We pray that we will celebrate this Christmas with joy, and no family that attended this program will shed tears in this season. This season is a season of joy for each and every one of us.
To the table where we have the chairman and the head of the Chikwendu family. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, Lukuge, Bikolu, Ejimu, Ejiro Law, A.O. Chikwendu, Nekelunu Nile Nonga, once again, Ekweleme Kelembo na church, Kubu Agami Kwekeleke Lobuibu, Unewe Kweli Wew. Anyị ewetala ọjị hụ ọjị kama ọrụ m awụghị ime ihe dị n'ime ọjị. Aga m iji ohere a na-anara unu ike ka mpara ọjị kpalara eze nwosu. Anyị agaghị ịka otu a ga-esi eme ya. Ndewonu. Take one. Carry one. Okay, carry one.
Igbo mamanu Ohaleze Donga mamane ihe anyị na-aga ime ugbu a ọ omenala ọ na-ahụla ihe mere ugbu a ya ohia ahụ udele jiri shi ọnwụ ha ogbule dị mkpa ka mmụọ ka arụmụtakịrị shi ya wụgha n'oriri n'ihi na chairman emela ihe o kwesịrị ime ịwa ọjọọ ihe dịra ndị eze ndị kere eme asị m ka Chineke gọzie onye ọbụla n'aha Jizọs. Biko ọ dị ndị chikwere echichi olu niile nọ nga aka unu dịla ọjị. Ndị ọchịchị gọọmenti aka unu dịla ọjị. Onye elu na onye ala nọ nga biko ya adịghị ochiri Chineke gọzie ya. Anyị ewerela ọjị ime omenala. Ọjị ọhịa leji anabata ọbịa. Ọwa ọjị ihe ọma. N'ihi na nna anyị mere ncheta ya foundation anyị mere taa ọhịa ọma ka anyị mere. Asị m Chineke ya gọzie onye ọbụla. Ewetakwala n'ọjị ugbu a. Ọjị anyị niile bịara nga ugbu onye ọbụla tara ọjị na-agata ya tata ndụ, tata ahụ isi ike, tata akụ na ụba, tata ịhụnanya, tata amara Chineke, tata ọmụmụ ndị chọrọ ọmụmụ n'aha Jizọs Kraịst bụ onye nwe anyị.
Ngwakaparize Nojindi. Ushers, please help us. Kapagari Oji, Konya Obula with Oji. As we move on to the next item. And of course, it's going to be a formal welcome address by a member of the family. Let me therefore very respectfully invite Dr. Mrs. Joy Njamanza. Please, a round of applause.
An address of welcome on the commemoration of Chief Andrew Ogbonna Chikwendu by Dr. Mrs. Joy Njamanza Chikwendu, the chairman of the occasion, our own dear brother, Chief Uzodema Opara, His Royal Majesty Okogun, distinguished family, friends, and neighbors. Today, we gather to celebrate and honor the life of our beloved patriarch, Chief Andrew Ogbonna Chikwendu, a man whose legacy and contributions will forever remain in our hearts. The theme of this occasion, Nzuko Umunne Nabatobi, the coming together of family, friends, and neighbors, perfectly captures the spirit of community and unity that Chief Andrew lived and embodied throughout his life. It is only fitting that we, in his memory, come together to reflect on the values he cherished and the heritage he upheld. Chief Andrew Ogbonna Chikwendu, fondly known as A.O., was born into a lineage marked by courage, resilience, and a deep connection to history. Born to the family of Chikwendu Ikewu and his wife Akaji Nibekwe from Amogugu, in what is now Umuahia North local government area of Abia State. A.O. carried the legacy of his forefathers with grace and dignity. His grandfather, Ikewu Ibeji, whose name translates to twin, was the only surviving child of his 6 siblings, proving that destiny had unique plans for this family. It is said that a name shapes destiny, and indeed, the name Chikwendu, God permits life and existence, was a fitting guide for A.O. as he navigated the complexities of life with faith, strength, and unwavering sense of purpose. The story of Chief Andrew's ancestry is one of intrigue and survival, a testament to the resilience of the Chikwendu lineage. Ikewu Ibeji, in honor of the divine hand that spared his life, named his first son Chikwendu. This son, much like his name, lived a life driven by destiny. Known for his fearlessness and tenacity, he safeguarded his family's inheritance and fought to protect his lineage from annihilation. His life and actions were so impactful that stories of his bravery and exploits are still told to this day. Chief Andrew Ogbonna Chikwendu stood tall in this remarkable lineage. He inherited the strength, wisdom, and leadership of his forebears. And he continued to build upon that legacy, leaving an indelible mark on all who knew him. A man of integrity, humility, and a deep sense of duty. A.O.'s life was dedicated to the service of his community, his family, and his people. He believed in the power of unity, in the coming together of family, friends, and neighbors to build a strong, cohesive society, a belief we celebrate today. As we reflect on his life, let us also remember that we are the custodians of his legacy. Let us honor his memory by living with the same values of love, unity, and service to others. May the story of his life continue to inspire us and future generations to uphold the principles of resilience, courage, and integrity. Today, we stand together, united in grief, but also in celebration of a life well lived. We thank God for the gift of Chief Andrew Ogbonna Chikwendu, a man whose light shone brightly and whose legacy will live on through all of us. May his soul rest in perfect peace, and may we continue to come together in the spirit of Uzuko Munne Nabatobi to honor his memory. On this note, I heartily welcome all of you to this gathering. Thank you. God bless.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mrs. Joy Njemanze, the oldest daughter of the late Chief A.O. Chikwendu. Please, another round of applause. And of course, with that, I would want to bring on stage the Eagle Cultural Troupe to perform for 3 minutes. Thank you.
Una, ebana, ebana ga, ebana ga, nebete manue, ebana ga, ebana ga, ebana ga, una. Yegule, yegu abia, Ah, I am a panela animal. 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 Dalula lime, I am a panela. Dalula lime. Yinja, Dalula lime. Dalula lime. Dalula lime. Dalula lime. Dalula lime. Oh, Jamma. Oh, Jamma. Munda baby lozo jama Munda baby lozo bele wo bele how bele how bele how bele how bele how bele how bele wo bele wo bele wo bele wo aya zubo we aya zubo we aya zubale Ayazubo, 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 Nameje Manule, Mabeni Wemo, Ayazubo, Ayazubo, Ayazubo. Adigonyem lele bongwem. Adigonyem lele bongwema. Sadigonyem lele bongwemo. Adigonyem lele bongwemo yemulelo. Oyemulelo. 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 Marani weme. Oyemulelo. Adigonyemlelo. Oyemulelo. Adigonyemlelo. Oh, yeah, no, Ayalere guama, ayalere egu, ayalere, ayalere, hey mo, ayalere, 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 nebeje manwe, ayalere, ayalere, lere, ayalere. oh my baby, oh my baby, oh my baby, never the manule, ah belly, 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 ah belly. You still it, oh you still it, no settle, never the manule, ah belly, ah belly, oh my baby, oh my baby, oh my baby, never the manule. Abeli, 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 Bia, 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 never the manulet, oh my belly, oh my baby, oh my baby, never the manulet, Abeli, 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 Ige Baba. Igala, never the manulem, Abeli, 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 Dada, never the manulem, Nasetilen, Abeli, 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 Abeli. Jalade Madesam, Jalade Madesam, Jalade Madesam, Jalade Mad, what is some, Jalade Madesam, Jalade Madesam, Umadebo, what is some, 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 Tifu, what is some. Oh yes, I want this. I mean, when the body is a bit, what is someone? The body is a bit. What is someone? This a bit. Mama, oh yes, Mama, oh yes, Mama, oh yes, they can you. Oh, my back and leg. Lord, I wonder. Oh, yes, a lay. Oh, yes, a lay. As a calangu. Mamma, oh, yes. Oh, my, oh, yes. Lord, I lay. I can't get that. Oh, yes, a one, mamma. Oh, yes, a mamma. Mamma, Tifule, hey, wonder, Tifu wonder, Mamma, hey, wonder, Mamma, oh, yes. Aduye nele wowe. Aduye nele bowe. Aduye nebo. Oye mulele o. Aduye mulele anya o. Ni mama. Oye mulele o. Tifule. Akanagi legu. Aduye nele. Tifu wande o. Aduye. Tifule. Tifu wande o. I'm one now. Tifule. Tifu one now. Aje kenagi. Oje tele. Oje te one now. Oje. Oje mulelo. Oje. Mulelo. Mulelo ajo. Oye mulelo, odigo oye mulelaña, oye mulelaña, odigo oye mulele bowum. Oye yo madema da, oye yo madema, oye yo madema. Oyiyama nadima, oyiyama nadima, oyiyama nadima, oyiyama nadima, biakwemula, oyiyama nadima, biakwemula, oyiyama nadima, biakwemula, oyiyama nadima, biakwemula. Another round of applause. Let's appreciate the Eagle cultural dance. Thank you. Thank you very much. Ona Baliala, thank you. Thank you. A round of applause for the Eagle Cultural Troupe. Thank you very much. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it's about time we invited chairman for today's occasion, a very great personality, and of course, the son of a man who was also a pride to not just the Nigerian nation, but outside the shores of this nation. I make welcome Chief Uzodimma Ogbonna for his chairman's opening remarks. Ono kutunaka. I know the hands are not busy at this point. Let's welcome him. Continue clapping as he comes to speak to us. Continue clapping. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Abia mamano. Abia mamano. Ana make le matilile. Waputarogi akaibia kaino ene nwanna anyi nwoke Kingston Chikwendu. Before anyị kwuo ihe kama jo keleto ụfọdụ ndị nọ here. Eze anyị eze nwosu. Thank you very much. Anyị na-ekele gị for coming. Ọgọ anyị nwoke retired Chief Judge of Imo State, Right Honorable Benjamin Njamanze, na nwanne anyị nwanyị Joy, anyị na-ekele unu
for being here. Chief Ezukulono, I thank for being here. I know Georgia and retired Justice Ogwe, non-eba of Abia Judiciary. I thank you for making our time to come. One night you work John K. Wadinobi. I thank you for making our time to come. And now one night you want Ngozi Chikwendu, no kwanga. Ngozi Ebali Allah Futa. God bless you. Thank you for coming. The Agilakwo continuously. Mama Ezugo. Mama Kingston. Anime Kelege. Tawo de Mumbo. Ehotare. Congratulations. Congratulations. Okumagagi Onagi Hinne. And when other members of Chikwendu family are here, only see the family. Chief Azuike Chikwendu, honor here, Don T. Nyozo no here, and Agile Meha recognized that. I go honor here. I come in here at the Hub Center. I go, you're also welcome. It's our event. Only one thing may happen today when Batrala the Hub Center. So we work together. Many know. Masia go see in here Kings no. See, it's wonderful and always welcome development. See, I really as long here. I can use the correct word. I can home loyalty, but I am with a very strong family loyalty to Umwaya. I really. So when the structure, Masi Kingston, one name okay, Ekwemge. Kamagi Tiela Abuja, everything in Umwaya. Congratulations. Ebani, Hiancho development. All the wonderful, all the beautiful, all the clean. Kekachanke, all the above them known and then with a 24-hour internet service. So, even for me, if I'm not in a town, where problem with internet, regular problem with internet, it's a great stride for Umwahia to have this hub which you put. Congratulations. And Kawo, the only thing that you have done, you've been involved in community development for quite some time. For quite some time, you've been involved in community development. So, Elabali, and we encourage you. Ndiani be mana Lagos, mana Abuja, Monyuku, Monyenta, Unu Soro footstep Kingston. Kege no come again eba, kano eba, go create enjoyment. Kaihu Yoma, Lomwahia, Kingston, Ela Bali, Ewaliala. And let me add. And let me add, you are a rising star. Oh, land in Abia, one and no more here, La Nigeria. Keep it up. In Abali. Modio Yagi Kwemekuya. Isike, in Abali, or Nani Hobby, it equally involved in community development. You have been involved in community development. So, Nibekela say, sky is the limit. To any moke, non Air Force, many years ago, I say, I equate sky on the limit. In the America, Hagala Hamoon. So in Akoka, sky, how the limit. The moon can be surpassed by you. That is the one that I accept and I agree with. Mama Kingston, today is a joyous day for you. They hear when you hear progress from where equally be kahano. Congratulations and God bless. The labors that you toil for, Chileke menebele in Ahahonia. Congratulations. And may God continue to crown your effort. Bless you. Bless Kingston. Bless the Chikwendu family. Nani Chikwendu of late memory, I never quite celebrate today, was very close to my dad. My father no le nugu. Nani Chikwendu Hawo, Nigesi, first governor of Imo State, because that time all provincial commissioners, but they are the governors. They were the governors. Here in Umuahia, here, Abia State, when you're not here that time, all one Iwagu. So Akatokia, the Nai Chikwendu, His Excellency, it is the truth. History, history with comparative analysis. Let's learn yesterday to better today. Because he was first governor of Imo State. Biko, let's drink, let's make merry, and be thankful for God for our successful brother, Kingston. Thank you very much.
Please, another round of applause. Thank you so much. Chief Uzodimma Okpara, the son of one-time Premier of the Eastern Nigeria, another great mind. Thank you, sir. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, of course we know the land of Ohoho is blessed with wonderful minds. And because we know the ceremony we have come to be part of was actually born out of the fact that we have a son who is a great mind, a son who thinks home, and of course, better communal living for his people. I'm talking about Barrister Kingston Ezugo Chikwendu. But we have more of such minds in attendance today. Please permit me to invite one of those great minds, no less a personality than Chief John K. Wadinobi, to please speak to us. A round of applause as Onwa walks up to speak to us in some minutes before the convener of this program addresses us. Another round of applause. I think we can do better, please. Continue clapping. Let's show some love. Thank you.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the royal father of the day, my elder family members, starting with Auntie Joy, Uncle Azubike Chikwendu, Agachuku Chikwendu, Abalanze, Sister Ngozi, every other family member, all protocols observed. I have been given the opportunity to speak briefly because I have to run. I have another speech to make elsewhere. Plus, I need to kick off a league football match. It is proper for me to speak today because we were only 3 of us that were present on the last curtain call of Chief A.O. Chikwendu. On that fateful night, it was Daros. When I say Daros, I refer to Mrs. Rose Chikwendu, myself, and one other uncle. Of course, Ezugo Chikwendu was there, but he was too young to know what was going on. My name is Chief Dr. John Kubiri Nwadinobi. You can see that the last name is different. That is because Chikwendu is the immediate elder brother to Nwadinobi. So I'm a cousin. Who is Chief A.O. Chikwendu? You have read enough about him. I want to talk about what he had brought to the community, his influence, his charisma, the charisma he had, his ideology, developmental, and all of that. If any community had anybody like him, you didn't need to do anything else. All you need to do is copy and paste. Just try to be like him, and you will succeed in life. How did he influence my own life? It was Chief A.O. Chikwendu that prevented me from joining the Nigerian army. I was about to go to Nigerian military school. He called my father and protested, and instead I went to Federal Government College. So what a man. Having said this, let me just begin my speech. My speech will last only 3 minutes, and it's going to dwell on sponsorship, mentorship, role modeling, and what they call pathfinding. Mentorship is when a senior colleague or member of the family tries to help a younger one to be successful in life. But sponsorship is when they just pay your school fees or sponsor your business or promote your product. So those are the differences. What about pathfinding? Nobody finds your own path. You need to be determined and find your path. The idea of role model is okay because you will aspire to be like the person. Why am I comparing all of this? That is because Chief A.O. Chikwendu was a mentor, a sponsor, a role model, and he found his own path. So we need do nothing else. Whatever he did for the community, it was obvious that people would complain. Yes, nobody gets satisfied with anything. Those people are called citizens against everything. They are called cave people. But notwithstanding, we will recognize that people are never satisfied with anything they did. But the height our uncle got to is worth emulating, and that is what I'm here to praise. I want to say thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to speak. And lastly, I want to say, if ever, like the Northern Star that our uncle was, if you need to find your way, just look up and follow the shining star. Thank you very much, and I appreciate your listening to me. Thank you.
I think we can do better with a clap if your hands are less busy, please. Thank you so much, Chief John K. Nwadinobi. And while the speech was ongoing, I noticed the arrival of some very revered traditional rulers from Umuahia North. At the appropriate time, we'll do the needful, recognizing all of them. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, at this point, I'd like to bring to the stage to speak to us one of the finest brains in our time, who is indeed unwavering in his efforts in giving back to society. I want to invite a bridge builder whose love is beyond tribal sentiments political or religious affiliation. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to invite a well-cultured and nurtured, unassuming and very respectful son of his father, who has the capacity to pull these great men and women with great minds to be in this event today. Please join me, therefore, as I invite the vision bearer and, of course, the brain behind the very magnificent Ogbonna Chikwendu Center, one we haven't seen before in this little and beautiful town of Umuahia. Let me welcome a very cerebral intellectual, Barrister Kingston Ezuko Chikwendu. Unokuwanaka. Jam your hands together. Continue clapping. Let's celebrate excellence. Thank you so much. That's the man who have convened all of us to be part of history today, always looking forward to what he can do to make sure that the younger generation benefits from it. That is the very unassuming man, a very uncommon personality doing uncommon things. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the microphone now to Barrister Chikwendu. Thank you.
Yes. Ndohuma manu, Ohu Kwen, Abia State Kwen, Nambido, Kamworo Hela, Kele Chineke, Onye Purime ihe niile. Ụkwana onye anyị bịara taa ka anyị site na icheta the passing of my father, nye otuto maka the love that he has provided and shown to the family that our family left behind. That today, 45 years after, that we're able to sit down here as a family with our friends and our neighbors, not only to celebrate and remember him, but also to dedicate a facility to his memory, a facility that it is hoped and we believe would further continue the transformative work that our father did while he was alive. I'm very, very happy today. Today is not a day for long speeches. We have, this ceremony is jam-packed. I don't know if anybody, if we can appreciate what is actually going on. There are too many things playing at too many levels. And that is the whole idea behind adaptive thinking. So, and we have, as part of this ceremony, while we are eating, wining, and dining, we have 2 presentations. One will be a video presentation of the AO Center to describe what it's all about. And the other one will be a PowerPoint presentation by an erudite scholar who would also let us know what the adaptive thinking initiative is all about. And after that, we'll also have a drama presentation, all speaking to the same thing. Earlier on today, I mentioned about powerful ideas. Powerful ideas are at work. That is working here. And the evidence of it is what we are seeing. So I want to thank everybody that have honored our family, that have honored me, that have been part of today's event. I want to thank also especially my team in Umuahia here that have delivered all of these things that we have seen. I want to thank Chief Gan Alozie, my brother that I dreamed this dream with, who left Lagos and came to Umuahia and lived for 2 years to see to the fruition of it. I I want to thank the team that is working currently at the AO Center, led by Mr. Raymond Okwa, the director of the center. And I want to thank my other members of my team, Onyebuchi, Daniel, all the young boys that I have mentored over the years and who have always surrounded me with not only love, but with assistance in every way that I needed it. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much. So I will call on Nkem. Please, thank you very much for your support and for putting this program together. You and your team, you have done a great thing. And finally, I would like to thank the members of my immediate family, my mother, my wife, my children, my sisters and my brothers, my oldest sister, Dangozi, Deyazubike, Dagochuku, his family, and my in-laws here present, and chairman of my BOT, Justice Benjamin Ijemaze, retired, and Engineer Aiko Binwa, the sister, the husband of my younger sister, Ozaku, who unfortunately is not here today as she's away in the UK with the family. I thank each and every one of you here, and I will now request our digital team to open up with the first presentation on today's event, which is the presentation on the AO Chikwendu Center. Please, ladies and gentlemen, while you're eating and drinking, please just spare a few minutes to watch this presentation that shows the center and what the center is all about. Thank you very much.
AO Chikwendu Center, Umuahia, is an Ideas Innovation Hub, IIH, designed to foster and incubate imagination, creativity, and innovation. Built on 2 plots of land right in the commercial nerve center of Umuahia, capital city. The AO Center is an iconic building very close to the now relocated Umuahia Central Market, Ugumabiri Umuahia, and the railway station that from the inception of Umuahia were the 2 major landmarks that drove the development and growth of the township, then known and called Beach. Designed to reflect the future aspirations of the city in a manner that projects its ambitions to rapidly catch up with developments with other cities in the world in terms of modernity and aesthetics, the building bestrides the old, the present, and the future, providing a timeless connection to the life of the man, Chief A.O. Chikwendu. The AO Center, sitting amidst the rust-covered roofs of old tenement buildings from the colonial times, offers panoramic views from its terraced rooftop of the Ward 3 section of the old Umuahia Township and the beautiful valleys and highlands that rings the city when approached from the southerly side from Enugu. The Ward 3 section of old Umuahia Township is an area that has a rich tapestry of history beginning from the colonial times. Following the arrival of the railway which runs from the seaport in Port Harcourt upwards to the northern cities of Kaduna, Kano, and Maiduguri, and the location of a railway station in Umuahia, the immediate areas adjoining the railway station rapidly began to be populated by teeming populations from communities from various parts of the southeast and south-south, attracted by the booming trade and exchange business around the railway station. The area immediately close to the railway station and the Ugumabri market, established right next to the station, became a well-sought-after location for the people migrating into Umuahia from their various villages to settle in and erect buildings. Since the railway has conveniently divided the emerging township into two sections, the area to the north of the railway from the market was named Ward 2, while the area to the south of the railway became Ward 3. The Ward 3 part of the town served as a wedge which anchored a motley of arrivals from various parts. Hence, the section became populated by a variegated and eclectic mix of peoples performing different trades and occupations. This mix of characters and occupation gave to Ward 3 a unique characteristic as a hotbed of old colonial township living, complete with tenement buildings, artisanal manufacturing, petty criminality, and social political activism. Expectedly, the bulk of the mercantilist class of the era before national independence and after found their abode in this area, and with them most of the professional class also. Men such as Chief J.O. Onyekure of J.O. Onyekure and Sons, Chief Chidebere of Chidebere Motors, et al. Founded their flourishing businesses and homes around this part of the city. Ditto some of the most prominent professional men, also such as Dr. M.I. Obara, late Premier of Eastern Nigeria, the Irukus, Barrister Ned, Chief Ogala Osoka, but a few. Chief A.O. Chikwendu, the man in whose memory the A.O. Center is built and dedicated to serve his ideals, also lived in this part of town, moving there shortly after the Civil War from his former residence at number 48 Lagos Street in Ward 2. The plot of land at number 16 Oka Street, which formerly housed his residence in Ward 3, is today part of the land that the A.O. Center is built. The A.O. Center, apart from its modernity and iconic beauty, embodies the rich history of social, economic, and political transformation of the part town in which it is situated. The old Ugumabri market is no longer in its former location, while the railway station for many decades remained inactive. The old Umuahia Township is today the capital of Abia State and is transforming into a modern and rapidly expanding metropolis. The A.O. Center hosts the activities of the Chief A.O. Chikwendu Foundation, CAOCF, and the Initiative for Adaptive Thinking and Strategic Leadership, IATSL, a thought leadership initiative conceptualized by the foundation to foster the adaptation of new thinking in providing solutions to old and new challenges confronting the society. The A.O. Center is equipped with amenities to foster creativity, innovation, and information sharing, including workstations, training facilities, mini boardroom, ICT and internet connectivity for business and research, clean energy supported 24 hours electricity, business support, and a rooftop restaurant to cater for users. Imitative of the concept and style of globally renowned business innovation hubs such as the Dubai World Trade Center, the A.O. Center would provide, especially to the younger generation and members of the community in which it is situated, a particularly unique opportunity to forge beneficial relationships and embrace new ideas through the very many networking opportunities that activities in and around the center would bring about. The A.O. Center building, a first of its kind in Umuahia City, stands as a signpost of growth and progress to usher the city, its dwellers, and visitors to the realm of possibility and an avenue for modern business and living experience worthy of the era of the Fourth Industrial Revolution and beyond. The A.O. Center is linked to the CAOCF and the AITSL by the spirit of imagination, creativity, and innovation which it evokes in its conceptualization design and realization of the attributes of history, modernity, utility, and aesthetics. Welcome to the A.O. Chikwendu Center, a true exemplification of the spirit of determination and boldness, a realization of aspiration, and a beacon of hope to all those who at one time or the other would visit the center or find a use for its very many facilities and the opportunities provided by the activities that are undertaken within and outside its walls.
And gentlemen, please a round of applause. A round of applause. Thank you so much. You just watched the video presentation on the AO Center. Of course, like I said earlier, the brain behind it all is yet another great son of the late Chief A.O. Chikwendu. Ladies and gentlemen, at this point, I would like to invite to speak to us in a language we all would want to understand this afternoon, the introduction of concept note on initiative for adaptive thinking and strategic thinking. And that will be done by Dr. Lawal Bakari. Please your hands together as I welcome Dr. Lawal Bakari to the stage. A round of applause, please. A round of applause for the keynote speaker in this event, Dr. Bakari. We're not clapping, maybe that's why he's not coming. Dr. Bakari, please. Please, another round of applause. It's also important for us to understand and appreciate who Dr. Lawal Bakari is. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Lawal Kolawole Bakari, a distinguished public health strategist and leader in communication and innovation. Dr. Bakari currently serves as the lead on communication and innovation at the Nigeria Sector-Wide Approach Coordination Office, where he spearheads transformative strategies to strengthen health systems and improve outcomes nationwide. With over 15 years of experience at the intersection of health systems, design, and innovation, Dr. Bakari is renowned for his ability to foster collaboration, drive adaptive thinking, and deliver impactful solutions. His groundbreaking work includes founding AP Alert, formerly Ebola Alert, a not-for-profit organization that leverages technology to prevent and respond to disease outbreaks through partnerships with global institutions like the World Health Organization, UNICEF, and the US CDC. He has implemented innovative solutions such as national help desks for Ebola and digital surveillance platforms for COVID-19. Dr. Bakari's leadership extends to community-centered program design and strategic innovation, ensuring local ownership and sustainability in public health. His accolades included the Creative Conscience Award UK and the Art Directors Club Germany Bronze Award, highlights his rare ability to merge technical expertise with creative problem solving. Ladies and gentlemen, today, Dr. Bakare will share his insights on innovation and adaptive thinking, exploring how we can harness these principles to address challenges, foster collaboration, and build resilient communities. Please join me, therefore, in welcoming Dr. Lawal Kolawole Bakare. Please, a round of applause for him. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and thank you for the opportunity to make this presentation. I want to stand on almost all of the huge established protocols, including greetings to the traditional leaders in the building, greetings to the government functionaries that are here, and the friends and families of the Chikwendus, and particularly to my principal here, Barrister Kingston Chikwendu. The presentation I'm about to give, we've been at it for close to a year, trying to formulate the foundation of what can become a model through which we can make the A.O. Chikwendu Center fulfill its role specifically in its host communities. We have titled this presentation, Better Values, New Thinking. That is an approach to look at how the initiative for adaptive thinking and strategic leadership can serve as a fresh approach to unlocking opportunities in our communities. Next slide, please. The foundational theory for this work is an Igbo saying that goes, this speaks to the assumption that there is nowhere we can reach in this world if our home does not fulfill its place in this entire planet. I promise you, we probably have not started. Next slide, please. The A.O. Chikwendu Foundation, through this adaptive thinking solution, strategic leadership approach, we aim to foster transformative wave of sustainable development across our communities. We want to do this by letting community take leadership of transformation. And we also want to ensure that in our approach to conquer the world, we leverage our communities as our first drivers of insight or what will inform that innovation. And we want to do this by uplifting every community member and not leaving anyone behind. Next slide, please. So you've heard adaptive thinking. What does this even stand for? It's basically an approach that steers the mind or provides the mind with a journey to solving the problems that faces it. There is a natural approach to people even running away from their problems. There are some types of problems that when you encounter them, your first response is, let me even leave the environment within which that problem exists. Adaptive thinking, however, gives you the power to actually maneuver your problems within the environment you are in, and probably sometimes even leverage that problem as an opportunity to go further in the world. In our method at the A.O. Chikwendu Center, we are here looking at 3 critical approaches in the way we apply adaptive thinking in our communities. Next slide, please. So we assume that goodness really exists at home. What we mean by that is that in the communities within Umuahia, that there are opportunities that are in those environments within which we can transform the world. I deliberately put this picture of this community hub. Chief Kingston, I beg, where in Umuahia is that real estate piece that I'm showing? Well, the truth is that it is not there today. It is not there today, but the reason I put it up, this thing is somewhere in the US, but definitely in their summer. But for those who have, I'm sure almost everybody here has one relative or the other in America right now. I'm sure they cannot gather the way we are gathered here right now because it's extremely cold out there. That is speaking to that year-round, we have summer on this side of the world, and adaptive thinking is enabling our minds to realize that having summer year-round is actually an opportunity in the world today. But are we currently leveraging such opportunities for anything amidst us? Beyond that, we have summer year-round in a community like this. There are so many other opportunities that we have in our respective communities, and these are the kind of things that we hope that we can tap into. My presentation here today is therefore to help you see what is out there that we can leverage. Next slide. In terms of stating the problem that we are facing, I don't think I can state any problem in Nigeria to anybody here. Everybody understands that we have all seen better days and we aspire for better tomorrow in our country. Next slide. In our view of the communities that we are here to serve, there is a larger world out there that connects all of us, and we can call it a community also. These are framings that connect the whole world from Nigeria to China to America. That is not why we are gathered here. And there's even a community that is a bit larger than that. So we can call Nigeria a country. And while I'm a Yoruba man, there was a time I was in a train in Hamburg, and I heard some Igbo brothers speaking Igbo. We did not even remember where all of us came from. We just were so happy to meet a Nigerian outside Nigeria. But again, that is not what we are trying to solve for. Our view of adaptive thinking at the Ogbonna Chikwendu Center is actually looking at community as the immediate environment that we all live in. What we are reflecting on within that immediate environment is that there are unique opportunities within our respective communities. Specifically, we are focusing on the Southeast. Next slide. So what constitutes unique opportunities? So please, ladies and gentlemen, if you've not been listening to me before now, I want to crave your indulgence, so please listen to me. If you have not been paying attention before now, please don't let it be said that in the next 5 years, some people are benefiting and you are like, what is that thing that is making you this much revenue? And it's like, were you not there? Were you not there in Umuahia when the gentleman climbed on stage and was giving some presentations? So what constitutes unique opportunities? The first thing we want to say is that unique opportunities stands for everything that is unique to us, starting from even the names of our respective communities. I don't think anybody in Umuahia can claim that they are also Ohuhu. If you claim that, if you are not from Ohuhu, you cannot claim Ohuhu. The way I'm from Ise-Onru Ekiti. If you claim that there's Ise-Onru Ekiti in another part of the world, we are going to fight you. Your name is unique to you. Your ancestry is unique to you. Your food, among other so many things, are unique to you. Even the people. It is within this framing that we hope to apply the concept of adaptive thinking to unlock the opportunities. Next slide. How do we hope to tap into this? We want to use 3 very related concepts. The first is that while these opportunities are there, for a long time, our education systems have been codified in languages that our people cannot relate with. So you find someone who has been gifted with palm wine tapping, But by the time the language through which innovation is being transmitted is going to come in English. So when it is time for that person to transmit his ingenuity, he will even not be able to participate on that table of transmission of opportunity. So immediately, a lot of our people that have been gifted have been rendered even jobless sometimes. At the center, we want to use what we call organic engagement. We will not gather using methods that people are not even familiar with. We will use methods that our people naturally are relating with when it comes to gathering. The order of conversation, there is a way. Your Excellency, sir, my chief, I was at your palace when you were doing chieftaincy for Mama, and I saw the way the kola nut was being transmitted from table to table, or family and household to household. What we are saying is that organic engagement, I could see how everybody participated in that meeting. If we use that, naturally, it will allow our people to come out of their shell. There are so many people who are gifted who cannot participate because our mode of engagement is not original to our people. Secondly, we want to unlock community intellectual capital. What we refer to as community intellectual capital is not just modern science. We feel that if you have a deity that you worship in a community, it is your own intellectual capital. If you have a recipe for making gari in your community, it is your own intellectual capital. Because for all you care, for your people that are all around the world that need to access that gari, if they find it, they are ready to pay premium for it wherever they are in the world. If you have a special way of frying yam, it is your own intellectual capital. Let me tell you, around the world today, that the first time I was in a barber shop in Washington, D.C. So I made a joke, and the barbers laughed. They almost fell off their chairs. I said, I got to store, and they said, there's organic banana. That where we came from, banana is organic. There is nothing like inorganic banana. But you see, in our respective community, when we produce our agric produces, we don't even place value on them any longer because we think that yam is yam. No, yam is no more yam. There are yams in the world today that are inorganic. They are built, in fact, from laboratory, they are producing yams today. And we've discovered that they are not even as nutritious, they are not as healthy, and they are not as valuable even in the food value chain compared to the ones that are produced in our community. The method of agriculture that you use in your respective community, these are the things we refer to as your own intellectual capital. And then finally, we will use the principle of approximating your intellectual capital to their natural uses. We feel that how you've been using your songs, how you've been beating your drums, how you've been ringing your bell is your own natural way of expressing your intellectual capital. And that is the first thing that we want to tap into. Next slide. So, I've spoken about the concept of organic engagement. So if you see the picture we use out there, we will be going into communities to speak and interact with people so that we can open up new learnings that we can work with as we emerge into this future. Next slide. When you talk about unlocking intellectual capital, I've also shared a few concepts about that. Next slide, please. Our view of what constitutes your intellectual capital, please, is not just the tangibles. You know, the idea, for those of you that do Bitcoin, for those who do cryptocurrency, the same way Nigeria is mining oil, it's the same way they mine cryptocurrency. So the meaning of this is that when it's time to mine our intellectual capital, it is almost the same method that is being used in extracting any other valuable material in the world that we are going to use. But what we are saying is that what constitutes your intellectual capital is not just your tangible assets. There is something in the air. If you go to some parts of Beijing, from part of China, they will tell you you have to put on mask because air is not as clean as this. We are not paying value or putting advantages on those things today. These are the kind of things that we are calling intellectual capital. Even where we don't pay attention to them, we hope that as we proceed forward, these things become more tangible and more relatable to all of us. Next slide, please. I have spoken about approximating to natural use. While that kola nut can look like a commodity, when you take kola nut to a wedding, it has become something else. And those are the kind of things that constitute approximate to natural use. Next slide. So what then are we doing at the AO Center? The first thing, next slide please. Next slide please. Thank you. Now, what are we doing at this AO Center? We are operating in 4 broad domains. The first one is that we want to build and cultivate case for innovation. What that means is that there's this young man called Brain Jota, and he made the Igbo song, he made it global, to the point where a Chinese firm is now using that same concept to advertise a vehicle. These are the things we are talking about. Before today, this concept might not be totally clear to us, but in coming months, we begin to realize that even in the way you beat your drum, the whole world wants to hear it. But there is a practice of innovation case development that needs to go in. At the AO Center, we will be doing what we call people-centered design sessions, where we take your food and reimagine it. Just the way you package food sometimes can make people pay premium for it. So when we claim that there are no jobs, our people are endowed with skills, but we have not been opening up those opportunities for them to be applied. Secondly, we want to become a talent resource center. The reason is that while we see all of these opportunities from the places that we've been in the world, we hope to open them up through the people in our communities. So the meaning is that the young men that have gone to school, that return home, or that are even sons and daughters of the community that are in other parts of the country, who claim that there are no jobs, we hope to bring them back home to be part of this process. Number one, they will learn that there's a different approach to viewing opportunities in communities. And then number two, they will be gainfully employed. And as we move to the third domain, gentlemen, you have moved my slide though. Hello? Go back one slide, please. No, you've gone forward. Go back to the slide that I was on. This guy is, he just, when he hears goes, he's just going forward. Go back. Thank you. Now, I've spoken about how we want to be doing people-centered designs at the center. So hopefully in the next 5 years, we should be able to have grown at least 20 experts who understand people-centered design, who will be able to see communities and see opportunities. We have said how we want to make sure that it is talent development driven. And then the next thing is that we want to model for growth. If you hear that MI6 is a big movie, or Men in Black is a big movie, and everybody is watching it, every opportunity you see out there, they have modeled for growth. If all of us are using Android phones today, it's because a lot of people invested and commercialized software. So the next thing we will be doing at the center is that we'll be modeling opportunities for growth. As we model these opportunities and we begin to see the path for innovation, we will invite opportunities, we will invite investors within the communities to participate. Some of the technologies that are mainstream today, that we all feel, these things are big deal. Just this morning, I was reading and I was reminded again that at a point, they wanted to sell Google, almighty Google, for $1 million. I'm sure in this room we can gather $1 million. They took it to Yahoo. Yahoo said, oh, I don't want it. Today now, Google is all over the world. As I'm speaking, they are tapping what I'm saying right now. Google is speaking it. What we are saying is, when we start this opportunity mining exercise, in this community, we will find young men and women that will tell us that they want to reproduce some of your local snacks and they want to sell it to the world. we will back them to model those thinking for growth. And as we back them to remodel those things, we will also be powering them with investment. Finally, we want to prioritize viable value systems. Now, what we are talking about here is, while one gentleman can say, I would like to reproduce palm wine, we will make sure that we don't just allow them to just run on an idea. We will apply what we call strategy to help them see if there's true value for that thing out there. Before they run too far, spend a lot of money, and they return home like, oh, this thing is not, there's no opportunity in this. We will be playing a lot of work on data, helping the communities as we go into them to see strategic advantages and things that, yes, look beautiful, but please hold back on this one. It is good, but let us keep it. Some of the technologies that are using today in the world, fiber optics, for those who have heard of fiber optics was developed in the 1960s. But if they had attempted to take it global in the 1960s, there was no market for it. So I tell you, there are some opportunities that are not timely. Part of what we'll be doing at the center is when we find those innovations, we tell you this is great, but let us still keep it in the research center before it goes global. Next slide. Now, we will not be approaching this thing blindly. We are going to be very, very mindful as we pursue this opportunity. Next slide. Just go slide. Yes, so we have looked at the strength of what we are thinking and the approach that we want to apply. We know that the biggest strength of this is that it is very, very community-centered. Go one more step. We know that it hopes to open up the opportunities in our communities. And we want to make sure that it is sustainable development focus. So we know that if we do this thing very, very well, this community can be a hub for innovation. That people will say, oh, if you want to hear sustainable innovation concept, go to Umuahia. There is a group of people there. Some of them are resident there. Some of them are citizens of the place, but they are in different parts of the world. They are doing fantastic experiments in those communities. Next slide. But we also know that there are weaknesses that we need to be mindful of. Just press the button once. Hello? The gentleman is not paying attention. The next thing I want to talk about is the weaknesses. Just go forward and be pressing it as I speak. Well, I wanted to speak about the weaknesses that we've identified. The first one is that it could be resource intense. That if, imagine we want to bottle palm wine and sell it to the world, preserving it and all of that, could be a lot of resources. Complexities in measurement, some of these things are not easy to measure, and it could not be as easy to scale this method to the next community. But we know that this also opens up the opportunities for partnership. So while we think that there's no investment or it could be costly, this is where we hope to apply a lot of partnership. And then we know that innovation is going to be the leader here, and a lot of people are going to be learning, and then there's going to be funding and support that we can push from micro investment. But we are also mindful of the threats, and for me, the biggest of them here is political and economic instability. That very easily, political interest or even community resistance can affect this thing negatively. Next slide. I think it's almost time for me to step down. Next slide, please. So essentially, what we have called for, you can see Eze has invested in the 3 big models. And today, we all were witnesses to the opening of the center, I will call it in downtown Umuahia. So we've opened the AO Center in downtown Umuahia. Very, very soon, I can tell you, a hub like this opened in Lagos in 2012, sir. And I was privileged to be there. It is called the CC Hub. You can go online and Google CC Hub. Today, CC Hub is in at least 4 countries in Africa. And if you hear of innovation like Flutterwave, if you are doing Paystack, all of those things started from that single building in Yaba, in Abat Macaulay. When they started, they were just on 1 floor. Today, they've taken a whole 6-story building. But we all witnessed today. I pray that God will bless this mission for you. But our major call is for people to participate. For the few people that are here today, starting from the young people in the community, when they started some of these concepts back in the day, I had a friend that he was given $5,000 by Tony Lumelu. They gave 3 of them $5,000. One of them said that money was too small, that Olumelu wanted to suffer him. That what do I want to do $5,000 to do in today's Nigeria? I have another friend, his $5,000 that time, he got a $2 million grant from Bill Gates 3 years ago. So the first call is to the young people in the community, the few of you that are here. For those of you that have young people at home, this center is the type of what unlocks transformation in societies in different parts of the world. This is how it starts. If you hear Silicon Valley, Silicon Valley, Silicon Valley, this is how it starts. But then we'll be calling on some of you to also co-invest. When they call you to co-invest, please don't be a slacker. Don't be a slacker. Your $1,000, anybody that put $1,000 in Google when he started, I'm sure he's a multi-billionaire today. Please don't be a slacker. Next slide. Next slide. Yes, I'm almost done. Next slide. So, like I said, I'm a Juno. I'm not an Igbo man. But Eze told me that this means a lot in the community. That we are not going anywhere sincerely without our community. It is when you hear somebody say, make America great again, make America great again, and he won election. It's because he's able to resonate for his people that home is where transformation starts from. So please, goodness exists here. Some of us are really committed to this mission. We started it like this today, like play, chief. It has started. And by God's grace, when we are here in a year, in 5 years, in 10 years' time, hopefully this hall will not be able to contain those who have gathered and those who have benefited. Thank you very much.
I think we can do better for the guest speaker, Dr. Lawal Bakare. Thank you so much. Let me also inform us that the introduction of the concept note will be on the A.O. Chikwendu website. Thank you. Let me, at this point, bring to you to perform for 5 minutes the top line band all the way from Lagos. Enjoy yourselves.
Let's go. Give us the look.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Love with women. 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 Oh, love with women. Oh, we're banana mucho. Just feel love it. I know it. If for Lambo, you were a war. Can I have a genie on stage? Oh, we're a banana mucho. If we love it, I know it. If for Lambo, you were a war. Hey, Ndubanye Kelemono. Chief, Risa, maximum respect to you, Your Majesty. Your Royal Highness, we recognize the presence. Hey! Hature, Bwebe, love, Bonamo, Imanoti Pasimaka, Onyamano de Gabino, Imanoti Pasimuko, Onyamano de Gabino, Onamanoti Pasimishi, Onyamano de Gabino. Oh, no. I didn't mean when they want come, he were the of the loop. Oh, we're a banana mucho. Defe la be. I know really, if for Lambo, he were the war. Onyamano di Gabino, Daddy. Onyamano di Basimishi. Onyamano di Gabino. Okatrigima. Oh, no. I remember when the man come. He was the one. Imanoti Basimaka, Lolo, the Garino. Imanoti Basimuko, Onyamano de Gabilo. Lolo, Imanoti Basimishi, Onyamano de Gabilo. Oh, no. I didn't win the Bankawa. See what he won't. They can never remember. Hey, they can never remember. Who no can never bata. Chuku goes in. Chikana no the sour. He no the sour. Taki no be let down. Akura no be supu. Nana yo panagina no be manage you. Panagina no be manage you. Na management you. Sorry you da. Sorry you da. Sorry you da. You Irish sharp. Panagina no be manage you. Sorry you da. Sorry you da. Oh sorry you da. I got to give us a white. Hey, you go say you. Sorry you da. Oh sorry you da. Welcome on the board. I see you. Hey, on the gun. Send it. I see you. Hey, yeah. Papa Mosi Mana Yagu. Yagu Mana Kenja Devano. Andaka. Sele Agana. maka. Nema mama, esi bonne mu Nema jaja, ebu kwesi bonne mama. Anya kwene, esi bonne mu Chukubiko don konsene mo na naganiro. Ochukumbiko konsire. Dike mama, edu Brazil. Oh, ona gose nemo, oche dike ne, ocho komiko gose. Snare drum. Oche dike mama, oh, ona gose nemo, oche dike ne. Sweet mother, I not go forget you for the suffer way you suffer for me. Sweet mother, sweet mother, oh, oh. Mommy, we love you. Hey, that's all. Hey, let's celebrate mommy. Hey, can somebody come on and dance with mommy? Oh, yeah, now. Where are the mothers? When I dey cry, my mother go carry me. She go say my pikin, wait till you dey cry, yeah, yeah. Stop, thank you, sir. Stop, make you no cry again, no. Lord, man. Hezibone. When I dey hungry, my mother go run up and down. She go find me something when I go chop. Sweet mother, sweet mother, oh, oh. Hey, yeah. When I dey sick, my mother go run and down. She go say instead when I go die, make she die, yo. She go beg on, God help me, my pikin, no. Hey, na so. Say the way, say the way, say the way. Ezigbo mama, ezine mama. Hey, say the go sambabira, go see my babira, go basalon mire. I gotta look at my mommy. Go sambabira, go see my babira, go basalon mire. Eba mi gbolo rutabi, eba mi gbolo rutabi, eba mi gbolo rutabi. Oh yes, eba mi gbolo rutabi. Igwe, Your Majesty, Your Royal Majesty, we salute you, we love you, oh we praise you, oh we worship you. Thank you, sir. Ese, Idi ego, onye na-abịa ọzọ. Idi ego, onye dịka gị, onye dịka Chukwu, ọmalịcha, agụ na-eche mgbagwọ. Wole ya, wole Jizọs, mana wole ya. Oh, Igwe, hallelujah. Igwe, you're so wonderful, you're so precious, we love you. Hey, hey, hey.
Wow. Another round of applause for the Top Line Band all the way from Lagos. You guys are wonderful. Thank you so much for heating up this hall this evening. And congratulations to our dear mother, Chief Mrs. Rose Chikwendu. Ladies and gentlemen, for those who would wish to have more of the entertainment from the top line band from Lagos, you may be relocating with us to Amogugu tonight at the residence of Barrister Kingston Chikwendu. So we're going to finish it up there this evening with the top line band. Let me hand the microphone to another beautiful daughter of the Chikwendu family, daughter by marriage, Professor Chinwe Chikwendu, to please handle the next session. Prof. Ma.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much, every person, for your patience. At this time, we are going to call on some personalities in our midst to come to talk to us about the man in whose honor we have gathered today, Chief A.O. Chikwendu. Some of these people have known this man or knew this man personally, and others, through their interactions and relationships with their children, also have something to say about this man, A.O. Chikwendu. So we are going to call them up now. Please, I beg that you lend us your ears. I'm sure that if you listen carefully, you will learn one or two things, not just about that man, something that will can take you through life, and also keep in your minds, sharp remembrance of what has gone on today. So I'm going to call on our first speaker to come talk to us about Chief A.O. Chikwendu, called from his interaction with him in about 5 minutes or less. The first person here is Honorable Justice B.A. Njemanze, former Chief Judge, Imo State. He's also the chairman of the Board of Trustees of the Chief A.O. Chikwendu Foundation and the first son-in-law of the family. Please, a round of applause for him as he mounts the stage. Please, let's clap for him. Let's keep clapping for him as he comes to tell us about his father-in-law. Please, while he's at it, may I ask Honorable Justice Onoha A.K. Ogwe, former Chief Judge of Abia State, to get ready to mount the rostrum.
I want to thank Professor Chikwendu for that introduction. She reminded me of the time we had Chief A.O. Chikwendu with us. A.O. Chikwendu was with us at Owerri as the Provincial Commissioner of Owerri Province at that time. And when I came to his family to marry the daughter, he was there. So he attended my wedding to the daughter, Joy. So I came to the Chikwendu family and took away a joy. And that joy has remained with me till today. And so, whenever there is a function here, I try as much as possible to come to honor my father-in-law because he was a great man. So, the chairman of this occasion, please permit me to defer to my learned brother, the Honorable Justice Ogwe, who is here with us. I defer also to the traditional institution. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a goodwill message by me on this occasion. Distinguished family, friends, and esteemed guests, it is with deep honor and a sense of privilege that I welcome you all to this occasion as we commemorate the life and legacy of an exceptional patriot, Chief Andrew Ogbonna Chikwendu. Today, we gather under the theme, Nzoko Umunne na Agbata Obi, a fitting reflection of his lifelong commitment to unity, community, and shared purpose. Chief Andrew was not merely a man of his time, but a bridge between generations, a custodian of values that transcended personal gain and touched the lives of everyone around him. Born into a lineage of resilience and fortitude, he carried forward the heritage of his ancestors with grace, humility, and a steadfast sense of responsibility. His story, intertwined with the remarkable history of the Chikwendu family, is one of survival, redemption, and triumph. A testament to the indomitable human spirit. As we reflect on his life today, we are reminded of the lessons he imparted through his actions. The strength found in unity, the importance of compassion, and the unyielding power of integrity. Chief Andrew Ogbonna Chikwendu believed in building bridges, nurturing relationships, and creating a legacy grounded in service to others. His life was a beacon of hope, illuminating the path of those who came after him and inspiring us all to strive for greatness in our own ways. This gathering, bringing together family, friends, and neighbors, is a tribute to his belief in the collective strength of our community, united by love and shared purpose. Let it remind us that we honor his memory, not only by remembering him, but by living out the principles he so deeply valued. As we celebrate his remarkable journey and the legacy he leaves behind, may we find strength in his example and resolve to continue the work he began, strengthening bonds, uplifting others, and striving for excellence in all that we do. May his soul rest in eternal peace, and may this day of remembrance deepen our commitment to the values he stood for. Thank you, and may God's grace be with us all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Please, a round of applause for him. Thank you. Spoken like one who knew him personally. Thank you again. Please, may I call on Honorable Justice Onwoha A.K. Ogwe. Justice Ogwe is a former Chief Judge of Abia State. You want to speak from there?
And the Chairman, Omekana, permit me to, okay, my Lord CJ Emeritus, as you take your seat, permit me to stand on existing protocol. I have sought the permission of Professor to stay here. When I stayed there, I was looking at this place. I felt frightened. One person standing here, it looked so lonely. So I said, let me stay here so that I can be nearer my people. Let me give you another perspective. Because I did not know Chief A.O. physically. But what happened was that in 1975, After I finished my secondary school, at government secondary school Owerri, I came to Umuahia. The East Central State government was recruiting auxiliary teachers. We went to Enugu for the interview. I was recruited and sent to Ohoho Community Secondary School. And that was how I met Agochukwu. We bonded so much. I was there for just one session. His friends became my friends. His brothers and sisters became my brothers and sisters. I knew all of them. His mother became my mother. I was living in one room in Mike Amanamba's house. We'll always hang together. We'll read our novels, review, especially James had the chase. We could sit down, reviewing, talking about you. You'll be there. You will not know we have discussed you. We had a nickname for everybody. It was such a beautiful time. I got to know everybody. That Joy, who got married to my learned, by then my learned senior at the bar, and also at the bench. So it was a beautiful time. We went once in his chemist shop in town. I stayed outside. He went in and saw his father briefly and came out. We went back to Amogugu. I knew many Amogugu people, so that by the time I left before him. Johnny Wannobi came in. He got him introduced to me. He got integrated in our group. He was later to join me at Eno campus, where he read architecture. In fact, on that day, that December 1979, when Chief took the final bow, we were at Eno campus. It was Johnny who was at home. So, since that time, anytime we meet, we have not met because he went to Medugri. Thank God that that joy brought him back. I was telling him that if he stayed back, I don't know what Boko Haram would have done to him. He came back to Owerri and became a new person. And I thank Professor for the work you have done. So the reason I'm dwelling on them, what about Don T? I got to know him, a peculiar person. His greatest character is his ability to forbear. He could be wild in his thoughts, but he has a sense of justice. There's an incident I will not tell you that made me draw that conclusion. The younger sister, the older sister of Ago became my wife as it were because my brother, Professor Mtuka, married her. You see, connections, Obi himself, by the time I knew about Obi, I had not met him. I think he was still in America then, before he came back. I had already known him. The little one then, who was running around, Keke, and I said it's in Canada now. I didn't meet you physically, but I've heard about you. I thank all of you. It has been a beautiful association with the Chikwendu family. The reason I'm dwelling on the children is that there's this thing we say, Ahu Omo Echetanna. If what I see in the children was what they got from their father, they was a very good man. He lived a good life. He had a strong character. The blood, the AO blood, flows in all of you. So, Unuji den Kunuji. Finally, what happens is the good old song. We are only remembered by what we have done. There are no estates, chief left. But you are the estates. So carry on with that legacy. I like what you have done. I like the spirit. allow the unity in the family. Continue. We may partner, my organization will partner with this foundation at some stage in some aspects. But thank you for the privilege of asking me.
Thank you, my Lord, for your comments. May I call on His Royal Majesty, Eze Dr. Sir Uzo Nwosu, to please come and tell us.
Ohaleze Mamanuo. Ohaleze Mamanuo. Here in Ongata. Emo Fodundi. Amare de Uchoho Andro Benea. Hamio EU. Dani EU. Daniel Para. Daniel Kelonu. I hate Baraha. In fact, was a good man. Always my father-in-law. My wife, I saw no here. I said, evidently, Richard. And after the war, he harbored my father-in-law, Lolia, before him, our good man. And what happened today was something that that is what you pray. As you go, this thing you people have done today, you are going to do more. You are going to do more. You give me more. Because whatever you do for DAO, he deserves it. I pray that God will give you the grace. Uneme kekake. And then, so many of you didn't follow us to the edifice. Everyone eze gela bako. Erute, I grab my driver. Erute ya drop ye frumoto for ma bako eba. Maki ima avoid the crowd. Then did the kanya I pack agalaboto onye lonyala. Eze was on or here. Malonga gelano. I got a conference in my game, or the internet in my game. Come on, I give a milady. One gile make a I like what you did. God is going to uplift you because you people remembered your father. Any place honor now. Honor with joy. Honor with joy, with happiness. And that is what every man expects. Itacham better helile being one homoge bira wage bira me udiha hileme ole mobi ojo eba. Like I said, ehola do kelonu de dokpara by then hana bafe I am a I now be a cook, I be a hua. Kehua to Eshidagafe. And they were not interested in wealth. What concerns them is to help humanity. And that is what they did. And I like the way Unushime Kawokoma, because our Hende Chorego, Yawuru Dubua. One crop had all at their position. Boom, 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 billion, efuba, trillion, efuba. They were not interested. So, I, on behalf of Ndieze, Landio Hononga, Anameke Lunu, Asumundo Jiteko Nuji, Onu Gimera Kekakeo, Lahea, and the young will more joy. I know that Esugo You are determined to do it. And by the special grace of God, you are going to do it. Yadiro woko madre wanyema na Jesus.
Thank you, His Royal Majesty, for those words of encouragement. And we say a resounding amen to those prayers as well, in Jesus' name. May I call on Professor Emeka Wankwo to come and tell us what he has.
The chairman of this occasion, my lords, spiritual and temporal. There's no way I could decide to go up to the stage when greater men have spoken at this level. What we are talking about today, or what we are trying to initiate today, is giving back to the society. And our society is made up of families. Families constitute the society. And when you have 10 families in a town, and about 8 of them are in disarray, then the community is in trouble. I got to know the Chikwendus through Ogbonna Chikwendu, the architect. We met in Meduguri. I was in my final year in the medical school, and he was a youth corper. In fact, we got subsumed in the activities in Boronu. We were almost consumed by the activities in Boronu State. We met the big and the mighty in Boronu. And if we were not properly trained, if we didn't come from the families that we have come from, we would have followed some of them, made so much economic benefits at the detriment of a family name. I remember that from time to time, my friend Agochukwu will say, my sister, if my sister hears what is happening here, she will almost pull me out. And that the husband will even be very unhappy with me. That is how a family unit works. And that is how a society also works. And I met Ezugo when the sister wedded in Port Harcourt. I think she got married to Diobinwaz. Yes. So what we are talking about today, we are looking at somebody, a man who went to school, trained as a pharmacist, practiced as a pharmacist, and was available to his people. He was available to serve his community. From his profession, he went into politics. And when the heat got too hard or too hot by 1970, after the Civil War, he went back to his profession. He went back to his vocation because he had a career. If he didn't have a career like most of you were seeing here, he would have been following all kinds of people to make a living. But he had a career, a man of honor. He came back and continued with what he had trained to be. I wish the politicians we have now will also be like this. What we are doing is giving back to the society. I am from Anambra, Enugu Agede precisely. Enugu Agede is a part of Umunri. I know what it means to serve a community. I have been the chairman, the president general, and the secretary general of my town at different times. And so when I met Ezugo again in Abuja, and he told me about this activity, I told him I would be glad to come attend and be part of it. We of this generation have a very big responsibility. We saw the good Nigeria, and we have seen what is going on now. And what the family has initiated is trying to remind us that, look, we have to go back, make ourselves available to our communities. Men sitting down during meetings in the families, in our communities, makes a lot of difference. There are lots and lots of things that will not go wrong when you sit with your community. And if we who saw the good Nigeria do not start now to make the corrections, those that are coming after us will be lost. We place so much value on families, integrity. And like I said, if not for the families we had come from, myself and Agochukwu, we did so many things. You wouldn't believe we ran a nightclub. He is an architect. I was a house officer. But because we kept on saying, look, yes, you're a young man, but remember where you have come from. And don't go with all the young men you're seeing around, because we saw the big men of Medugri and their families. They were contemporaries. And for those of you who know Agochukwu, he keeps very good friends, and he can keep you busy talking. So I want to thank you. I'm available to guide this foundation because I've had some experience with it in my town, and I know that what it means. For those of us who have been exposed, to make ourselves available to our communities, and I'll do everything I can to help this foundation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Wankwo. Finally, may I call on Mr. Ike Obiunwa, a son-in-law to Chief A.O. Chikwendu, to come and give us his testimony. Please, can we give him a round of applause and encourage him as he walks up to the stage?
Ndị abịa mma mmanụ, ndị be Chikwendu, ana m ekene. Kedu ndị ọzọ? Njemanze family, ana m ekene. Mụnwa bụ Ike Obiunwa. Oh, mama, ana m ekene. Oh. Ogo from Anambra, Oba, exactly. Having listened to all the speeches and the blessings that I have heard from the royal fathers, and also all the lectures that have been talked about today, I want to tell you today that God has answered the prayers. And I want to highlight some of those successes or some of those strategic things that God has placed on the shoulders of Ezugo and the family of Chikwendu. Strategically, today, this organization has become a global organization. When Dr. Bakare was making a speech, he said that we need to tap from the untapped resources that are residing with the community, the intellectual capacity that is there in the society. You will all agree with me that these intellectual capacities that are untapped, if you get to Alaba today, you hear the Igbos. You see the Igbos that did not go to school, what they are doing with electronics. These are skills that have been untapped. So whatever you have done today is going to be the beginning of this skill acquisition that is untapped. Now, Dr. Bakare also said that he wants to hear at a point in time in future that this has become a hub for those skill acquisition. And I tell you today, yes, it is something that will come so soon. The organization that is formed today by your family, can I say, onye kpọta nkụ arụrụ selungwele pukute ya already. Unu akpatago nkụ arụrụ anyị nwa bụ ngwele ya pukute unu already, and na ya pukutego already. What has that done? I tell you that there is an alignment already that is existing by the world best technologies, world best universities already existing. We already have partnerships with the best institutions that will create and make this a big hub for a Pan-African hub. And that is the energy that is growing, which we might not see today, but in a very short time, this is going to be a hub to transport skills, just like we hear today that India is being looked for all over the world for skill acquisitions, for skills that they have developed. That is why we want also to situate and make this place, Umuahia, this place, AO Center, to become the Pan-African hub. And it's a dream that has come true. So, I can't hear you guys, I can't hear you people saying amen to that. Am I talking to, We're not saying amen to that. It has come to be. So, I don't want to talk too much so that you don't see us as people that are just there for talking. When you start seeing actions in place, then that is where you know that what you have started today is something that has grown already. So thank you very much. I'll take all the wishes back to my family. Thanks.
Thank you, sir. Please, another round of applause for him. And so finally now, may I call on Prince Okechukwu Dinobui to come and give us his testimony. He's the co-convener of Unhu Community Development Foundation. Prince Dinobi, please. No, you can speak.
Hello, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me? I know you've eaten, you've had quite a lot to drink, but can you just pay attention for a few minutes? Hello, everyone. People on this side, can you hear me? I would like to say how proud and how happy I am to be here with you. This is a very, very special day, I believe, for the Chikwendus, their relations, their admirers, and quite a number of us. But I would like to say that there's a special group. Unfortunately, this group is not well represented here today. We've come to celebrate and to remember. It is said that when people go to be with the Lord, that it's only those who are very, very close who remember them daily. I am aware that the Chikwendus remember very, very fondly their father, their grandfather, their uncle, and their big daddy on a daily basis. But today, how many years after, they've come together to ask us to join them in remembering their father. And they've done this in a very, very big way, in a very spectacular way. Now, I will say, I'm close to 70, but I don't think I can give a proper account of Chief A.O. Chikwendu. But I heard stories. My father told me stories. My uncles, C.E. Wokenna in particular, told me lots of stories about this great man, Chief A.O. Chikwendu. And we can very safely, very happily say that he was a trailblazer. Chief A.O. Chikwendu did so much for himself. Well, very little for himself, very little for his family, but he did so much for our community. And so the seeds that it really germinated to become the Iroko that we now celebrate. So I am happy that the Chikwendus have called us together to celebrate one, a great man. A man that by all accounts should be seen as a role model, an outstanding politician, an outstanding statesman. And I would like to say, this small group I discussed, I refer to the leaders, the pioneers, the early politicians, the First Republic politicians. These are the people that laid the foundation for what we now celebrate. And I want to say in a very special way to the Chikwendus, especially the grandchildren, I hope you're listening to me. You know, a friend of mine, I'll share a story with you. I'm addressing you now. A friend of mine, we were in school together, he was like a brother to me. He called me one day from the US and he said, do you know what? I have been here in the US. You know that we started our family in Nigeria, but they took their children, younger than you, to the US. And he said these children, they are like any American, and their friends are like all Americans. And that in America, they are all children. These children don't even know their worth. They don't know who they are. And that he would like to bring his children back home to Nigeria for their secondary education, just for one reason, for them to know who they are. That they have great parents, grandparents that did so much for the development of our country, Nigeria. And what we're doing here, and what the elder Chikwendus have done today, is for you to know who you are. To know they are not just any person, that you are special, and that your grandfather was a great man, and today is still a great man. So I would like you, as you walk around, you carry your heads, your shoulders high, to say, my heritage, I come from a very proud heritage, and I have a lot to offer, just like your grandfather offered. So I'd like to say to everyone that the Chikwendus have done great things before us. They have not just come to celebrate Chief A.O. Chikwendu, but they've done it in a very special way. They've taken Chief A.O. Chikwendu from the near primitive area to the 21st century, where we open today as the A.O. Chikwendu Center, a modern center, a center where great things can be done. When I visited a few days ago, I told Ezugo, I said, Ezugo, you have more or less planned your retirement. You have something great here. That means when I'm in Umuahia, I have a place where I can rent for a day as an office space. I have a place where I can even send my staff when they're coming to work in Umuahia. Look, go to this place. Everything you need is there. The office is there. We can operate from there. That is today's 21st century. This is today's world. And that's where you've taken A.O. Chikwendu to. And that's why you're telling the entire Umuahia people, you're telling happily, this is being, we're being seen all over the world. You're telling the whole world that A.O. Chikwendu lived. A.O. Chikwendu lives. We thank you.
Thank you very much, Prince. So I want to thank all of you for your patience and listening to us. One statement common to every speaker here is this: he was a good man. He wasn't just a great man, he was a good man. Some who interacted with him personally, others who got to know him through interactions with their children, attested today, 45 years after his demise, that A.O. was a good man. And that means that he's living through these children. We praise them of the Lord for that. And we thank God for this foundation that has already been set up, running for about 4 or 5 years now. Through the activities of this foundation, I'm very certain that the personality and the mindset of people like A.O. Chikwendu will be passed on to the current generation. And perhaps that change engineering will come in the society as they continue to work with the community around them. Thank you very much once again to all who has come to talk here. At this time, I call on the drama group. Please make it short and snappy to come and give us their presentation. Are they ready? The drama group. Is the drama group ready? Okay. Please, short and snappy. Thank you.
I'm frustrated. Why? Listen, it seems that no much opportunities for young entrepreneurs like us in this country.
Chinonso, this is not the time for you to give up. Sit down first. Sit down. Sit down. Have this. Have this. Have this. Take.
What am I doing with this, Uche?
Take it for yourself. Let me tell you, this is not the time for you to give up. All we have to do now is go out there, look for resources, and make our dreams come true. We have a goal to achieve, okay? Please do not give up.
It is hard, Uche. It is hard.
I know. Have a seat. Calm down first. Can you sit down? Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. I know it is hard. Okay, tell me what's on your mind. What's on your mind?
Are you acting like you don't know my ordeals? Have you forgotten what I passed through while trying to set up my last business? Uche, I brought in materials for my business and I got frustrated by the community youth. I got frustrated by everyone in the community. I'm just a young an incubation center?
Yes, you are right.
Tell me about it.
Look, as young entrepreneurs, you have brilliant ideas. We know that a lot of Nigerian young men have brilliant ideas. What we do is we bring you to the center, we put your idea into an incubator, examine it, develop it, and give you the right resources and environment to move ahead with your ideas.
I have a question. Is it for free?
You can go there. We'll give you the right resources that will develop your idea.
Okay.
Give you a plan for production, for marketing, and link you up into a network that can enable you to sell your products easily enough. I can give you the address of the center. You go there, make inquiry, and register immediately. The address is 16 Oka Street, right here in Umuahia.
Just like that?
Uche,
Yes.
this is what we have been looking for. What are we waiting for now?
I don't like it. I don't like it. This incubation thing, I don't like it. Oh. This incubation thing, I don't like it. We should, the ASA must hear it. ASA in council must hear it. ASA in council must hear it.
Elder, calm down. What is the challenge there? The idea incubation center is trying to build opportunities for individual entrepreneurs and the whole community in general. This is for your development, Elder. You need to mobilize your people to join this fast-moving trend that is bringing development into our communities.
No, it's a ploy. It's a ploy.
It is not a ploy. It is a reality. It is go and see. It is I see. You use two I and you see. You come to the center and you will see the magnificence of the resources we have made available to the people.
Let's go to Eze. Let's go to Eze.
Uche, my man. Uche, my man.
What do you expect? Huh?
Do you know I never believed this was real? Just in a short while, this incubation center has given me ideas and resources that can turn my dreams into reality. Uche, I'm just so happy. I'm happy.
Well, you acknowledge more skills. Yes, thanks to you. You have more skills. But do you know what I benefited? I have a network of entrepreneurs who have given me so many ideas that will give a good feedback to my business plan. As I'm talking to you now, my business will move at a very great high speed and will yield so many returns. And I'm very, very happy. Thanks to Dr. Okoro, he really gave us the way out.
It was good. Elder, you can ask your young boys now. They have gone to the center and they have been registered and now they are being prepared as entrepreneurs who will become successful in life.
That's what we are saying. That's good. Let's hear from you.
Listen, we urge you all to take advantage of the Idea Incubator Initiative. Empower your community and empower yourselves.
How do you see it yourself, my young man?
With this wonderful innovation, we can give ourselves a brighter future and for generations to come.
IIC is the thing. It is the action. It is the time that we have arrived. IIC.
Ladies and gentlemen, ndị be ka anyị si ihe dị mma na-ere onwe ya, but ahịa dị mma nwere ike nọrọ nga ahụ ma ị nwaghị ị gaghị zụta ya. We are using this opportunity to tell everybody to avail of this opportunity that is there. You bring your idea, you put it into the incubator,
it is hatched, and now it becomes a productive idea that will make you a better person. Develop your community, develop the individual, and everybody will be secured. Thank you, thank you. While you visit I.
Please, a round of applause. Thank you so much. Thank you. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, finally, would like to take the vote of thanks before another performance from the top line band from Lagos. Let me invite architect Ogbonna Chikwendu for the vote of thanks. Thank you.
We started with the Chikwendus and their friends and neighbors, and it looks as if we are still ending with the Chikwendus. My great uncle, Denwa Drobi, used to say, Agawa Agawa, Umuajata, Yadu Ngokuku, Agawa Agawa, Umuajata, Yayoa, Yo, Umuajata. Agawara Agawa, Ayowara, Yoa, all the Chikwendo Kaino. Unlega Quentiwo. Ndị anyị kpọrọ oku unu ga-ekwe ntị ka unu tatụ otu ihe bifo na ala unu ruo na akọrọ ndị ebe ka unu 45 years is not 45 days, and a great American general said something about old soldiers never die, but they only fade away. But this old soldier has refused to fade away. That is the reason why we are here today. And it has a lot to do with wars. We were already a large family when the war came and devastated the family, and it looked as if everything had ended. But at the beginning, at the end of the war, God used Ezugo to clean up the tears of the war and the devastation from us. And from that day that Papa asked me to go take a look at the court and see my little brother, that thing has been growing. It has continued to grow. Even this entire table is all about Ezugo and his own branch of the family. This is a very large family. We have all things. Papa si le jogranya. Ode ihana na hunwe. Ode ihana de la hyan. No wole choro. Ege hwen. Hem chima karuru no wosi hem meneta. Owo tu Chineke si chore isi do Ogbonna. E biro ọrụ ikwuli ibe. Aga ihicha ha anya mmiri. Hicha ejuruli anya mmiri. Mekweni ka ahụ ya ahụ dị ka ofuole ka ọ ghara ifu. Ọ dịkwa nwunye ọgụrụ ahụ ma efule, beta ahụ ya ofuole ni ọ dịghị. So ana m ekele mmadụ niile ikwuli ibe ndị ọgọ, especially ọgọ anyị nwoke CJ ndị Imo steeti si ebe ahụ bụ gbara abịawa ndọrọkwa ruo taa owu otu ọ na-eche eme kịta fụrụ iche. Papa mere ebiri ihe. Otu n'ime ha wụrụ si ọ lụrụ ụmụ nwanyị from 3 different states. Were ụmụ ya niile weghara otu basketi yọcha ya yọcha ha niile na-eshiri otu efere na-eri ihe. Ọwụhụ an easy feat ebe anyị si fụta. So ihe m na-arịọ unu as we are all going home, let us remember all the things said about AO. Not only the political ones, but the family one, because it was a great family one. They used to teach us even songs that he learned at Ogoni land when he was a teacher there. And for the family itself, I pray and I plead that from today onwards, that we will throw away any form, no matter how little, of bitterness and come together as one united family, go to that AO Foundation Center and make it a great thing so that our brothers' efforts will not be in vain. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.
All right, thank you so much, Architect Ogbonna Chikwendu, for that wonderful vote of thanks. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, finally, we have come to the end of this program. But of course, before we leave, the Top Line Band from Lagos will be performing the last show in this International Conference Center. And from here, we will proceed to the country home of Barrister Kingston Chikwendu for the final phase of this event. Well, this is me saying thank you so much for being a part of this successful program today. My name is Adez Irebu of the Broadcasting Corporation of Abia State. Thank you all, and God bless you real good.
Only from the we way.
by the rivers of Babylon, we sat down and where we were when we remember Zion, by the rivers of Babylon, we sat down and where we were when we remember Zion. Oh, when the wicked carry us away captivity, require from us a song. But how shall we sing the love song in our strange land? Oh, when the wicked carry us away captivity, required from us a song. But how shall we sing the love song in our strange land? Oh, the Lord. When the words of our heart, in the meditations of our heart, be acceptable in thy sight, oh Lord. When the words of our heart, in the meditations of our heart, be acceptable in thy sight, oh Lord. By the rivers of Babylon, where we sat down, and there we were, ole, ole, when we remember Zion. Segere, ashigeba, 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 bamba, ashigeba, ashigeba. Ole, 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 ole. Feeling hot, hot, hot. Ha! Hey! Feeling hot, hot, hot. Segere, segere, segere. Hey! Segeba, segeba, sokata, segeba, segeba. Hey! Imagine on fire, soul on fire, feeling hot, hot.
Engineer, look, volume, look.
Party people, come on, let's do it, feeling hot, hot, hot. What you do in a night like this, music sweet and can resist. We need a party song, a fundamental chant. Hey, when you rock, go, go, go. Ha, come on. When you rock, go, go, go.
allegation. Hey, come on. If you be my bodyguard, I can be your lover. Hey, I can call you baby. Anyway, you call me, you can call me. Call me, na na na. Hey, Joanna, 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 hey, Joanna, Joanna, be flat, come on, come on, let's go. Hey, 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 hey. Well, Joanna, she runs a country. She runs in Dublin and in Syrian bar. She